वीडियोस सर हम लोगों पे रोलिंग करते हैं, हम पे रोलिंग कर रहे हैं.
So, to tell us as an actor, his strength, both him and Drashti, let's start off with him. His strength and weakness as an actor.
See, his number one strength that he knows very well is that he's a good looker. He's a very good looker, है ना? And he can charm people very easily, and he knows he has a lot of fans. And that's what we are also counting on, that his fans come and boost our TRPs. Basic reason to मिलेने
हमें इतनी मेहनत करने के लिए
हमें इतनी मेहनत करने के लिए ना ये. And the other part is he's very hardworking. He might be lacking in experience like other senior actors, but he's very hardworking, and very rightfully he himself says that he's a piece of furniture. Yeah, so it is very easy for me, if an actor says कि I am a piece of furniture sir, मुझे कैसे भी mold कर लो. So it becomes very easy for me. That means he's ready for change. And अभी तक तो जैसा mold कर रहे, people are watching it. I hope they like it.
Yeah.
I hope they're liking it.
Yeah. They are liking
the piece of furniture.
Yeah. They're liking the piece of furniture being molded in the right way.
Being molded in the right way.
Pottery is
yeah.
what I like.
Pottery is actually.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of unlearning which happens with every show, learning as well as unlearning.
Yeah.
So how much of unlearning have you had to do from your previous?
Now you tell, how much unlearning you did?
Of course, there's so many things, when an actor has been performing the same character for a year and a half, then there's so many things which come up is, first thing people expect the same monotony, because they know ki this guy performs every actor has a particular style of,
in your case, he performs like a vampire.
In my case, any expression they would, feel that he's a vampire, because even the promos seen by people initially, they're like, he's wearing the same black, there's nothing new about the show. But later on we prove them wrong, saying, okay, no, this is a different character. And even if you see the characteristics, see the basic colors in television are three: white, black and grey.
Red.
White, no.
No. The character color.
One is a positive guy who's like throughout the cute boy. One is a black who's throughout the negative.
Right.
And one is a grey guy who's neither positive nor negative.
Right.
So people have such wrong notions about many actors that okay, this guy can perform only in a certain particular manner. But no, I'm always open to all kind of changes in my performances via my director. I'm actually a piece of furniture if I don't have a director.
What did you unlearn in this?
So many things, that the poker face expression and even the body language in Abhay Raichan where I played, it was like very stiff. It was very stiff. Even if he would, have a particular style, it would be very stiff, not so loosened up like RK. RK is more of a loosened up, stylized guy, doesn't really care about the world because he knows he's a superstar.
Right.
So I think that's one of the reasons I have just cut off the poker face and the stubborn, not the stubbornness, but yeah, I don't know the exact word, is actually the stiffness. That's what I've and the learning is of course from him.
So what has he taught?
He's the man behind RK.
Yeah, he said that.
And I'm actually shitting bricks because he's going somewhere for some new project, and he's on a break.
Oh yes, that's something I also wanted to know. When actors get used to a certain director, they get used to a certain style of functioning. How difficult does it become for an actor then to switch to a new setup, which is probably...
See, honestly, to be very practical, you don't have a choice, because everyone has their own set of ambitions, everyone has their own set of work which they have, they have come here for. Everyone's working hard in their lives to become something, and everyone starts from a scratch. So when the show is set, there are so many places where even in Pyar Ki Kahani there are so many directors change, but the most important thing is you should have a good director in the beginning when especially because that is like very mandatory that you should have a very good director so that you actually get the character in place and you know what you're supposed to play and how you're supposed to take it ahead.
Yeah, when the character is taking form, basically.
Yeah, basically.
You know, when the
It's
character
getting-
is being etched out, it is very important to have a director who, you know, etches out and makes one statue.
So, how later or how early did you know he was playing RK, and were there any changes you made to your mental framework when you sort of designed his character in your mind? Because as a director, you obviously must have had a vision. So, when you knew Vivian was playing RK,
You know, when I knew Vivian is playing RK, so you know, you have a look at the actor. Yeah, acha, I was thinking like this, you know, but these things will not work out. What I do is, कि I use his good things to my advantage. Okay, he has a good smile, or he is, you know, instead of the frontal, his 3/4, and this is good. So I'll change it accordingly. And you know, because he has a very young following, all these young girls go gaga over him, and he's a good looker. So I always keep my frames like that. He whatever said and done, he must be looking good.
Right.
That's the foremost criterion.
right.
And once the character is set, तो उसके बाद तो मतलब Vivian only says, actors ही बोल देते हैं, सर अभी क्या है ना, आरजी सर बहुत टाइम लेते हैं, आप किसी फास्ट डायरेक्टर को बुला लो. So
Dear, I hope
When did I say that?
no, मतलब जनरल मैंने
Sir,
ऐसा होता है.
I have been the same guy ever since I started my
नहीं, मैं तुम्हारे
career.
साथ नहीं किया, मैं तुम्हारा नाम नहीं लूंगा, तुमने नहीं बोला, पता नहीं आगे तुम बोलोगे नहीं. तो जनरली यार मुझे ऐसा फीडबैक मिलता है ना.
In fact, you know, the more time we take, the better product we get. So,
But we are not, we have time crunch is so much. More time हमको मिलेगा नहीं आगे.
we are not running out of anything, yeah. We are pretty much on time. We are giving everything on time. So I think let's go and shoot now.
Let's go,
These guys are giving
yeah.
us tests.
And these guys are my production people are giving us
Okay, but
tests. So
a few words about Drashti as well. I will know.
Drashti is also a fabulous actor. Again, she has a very young following, and you know, from in the 16 to 25 years bracket, she's a good looker. So that are her advantages, and disadvantages I didn't find any in both of them. Apart from being, they are not as
Seasoned
experienced,
or polished.
experienced. I'll not say polished. Sometimes polished doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sometimes raw works more.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, so basically there are a lot of advantages when you're working with new people. I get fresh things which I had not seen, and I mold them according to the characters. I use those things and mold the character. That's more important.
Yeah, the most important thing is when you're a director, you know, see, what you have to do, any director will tell you. But what you don't have to do, what you're not supposed to do, that is the most important thing which your directors tell you. And that's what RG sir has been doing with me, because you know there are certain funny things which I think, okay, this is looking very stylish, and he would say, no, it is looking very abrupt on screen, just stop it right away. So yeah, more than the do's, the don'ts are very important.
Yeah, you're right.
So, what do you think of yourself as a director? Like,
Oh, he's fab, he's very good.
I am just a learner. And you know,
That's his modesty.
No, it is not about modesty. I still look up to actual good directors, and I am just a beginner. I would say I would love to do a feature film and go ahead and live. But what I feel, a director dies when he says, you know, I have become a fabulous director. I will not find any. I have not seen any good director, any of the good directors saying, you know, I have become a director. There's always a new learning experience with each and every project. Every project brings something new to it. And it's always a learning experience here. And I would love to be a learner all my life.
this is out of my own curiosity and interest. I have been a huge fan of yours since the Causes in the UK days.
Thank you so much.
But this whole, I was very fascinated by the idea of the dupatta romance that the show has.
Yeah.
What made you pick or use dupatta as a prop?
See, dupatta in a film tells me. And in our daily life, आज की तारीख में dupatta has, I think, gone
So, for now
haywire.
it's
There's no
become-
dupatta.
see, now-
But when in my growing days, you know, that dupatta was a very
Very in.
very important thing, you know. Dupatta.
Aspect in a woman's attire.
And it used to look beautiful when it was flowing, when the wind was flowing. it used to give a certain character to the whole image.
Right.
And dupatta was always which a girl was always very sensitive about. ऐसे नीचे नहीं हो जाए, ऐसे नहीं हो जाए. So you know, anyone holding that dupatta, and there would be a special person with whom you will not be that conscious कि dupatta कहाँ जा रहा है. So that dupatta, that's why in romance dupatta holds that importance. Not now, obviously, but you know, it used to. When I was in my college days, it actually used to. Dupatta was
Nowadays the scenarios come and dupatta leke jaye yaar. We're not bothered about it.
Okay,
क्योंकि मतलब यार वन लुक एंड लड़की को ऐसे देखो और वो ऐसे करने लगती है, तो हमें लगता था यार हमने क्या कर.
Alright, thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.